Hello, beautiful beings. I always get really excited when I know I'm going to make a video because it's like I don't know what I'm going to say. So it's just exciting to see what's going to come out. And what's starting to come out is I want to tell you about the scariest moment that I had through this whole shedding slash burning process. The scariest moment I had was on the fourth day after I woke up with Muji when my mind came back. That was so scary because I thought I had lost it. And I immediately went and listened to Muji and he brought me back to it. And I know now that we've never lost it. It's always with us. It's not really anything even new to any of us. We're already feeling it because we are that. It just feels hard to feel or hard to access because of all the mental chatter, because the mind is so loud. The thoughts are so loud. It's like if I had a thought, I would follow it, and that was my reality, even though I was still just sitting on my couch. That's how strong thoughts are. And it was amazing through this process how I could be really upset about something and then come back into my own awareness and go, oh, wait a minute. I'm just sitting here. Nothing's happening. Nothing's wrong. That was just a thought. Wow. And it seems so obvious now, but it wasn't then. It was how I was living every single day from those projections from, ugh, yuck. So that was the scariest feeling ever. There has definitely been fear since then, except now I see it in a different way, especially, in hindsight after it's already come through and it's gone. I see it now as just fear leaving me. Not that I'm actually trapped in fear. It kind of feels like that still sometimes. That I'm trapped in it, but I know that I'm not. And it's not a mental knowing because that doesn't bring relief. It's this knowing. It's the knowing. I remember when I quit drinking 14 years ago, I was going to this place to help me quit drinking, and they talked about being released from the effects of fear. And I was like, I want that. I would do anything to not feel gripped by fear because there are a thousand forms of fear and they all seem real. And there's different, I'm not sure if the fear, false evidence appearing real. I don't know what that's called. I'm not sure what that means when you make a sentence out of, the letters in a word, but that's my favorite, false evidence appearing real. So, there's obviously the natural fear that we're supposed to feel if, we're in danger, or even the fear, like I get a tummy ache if I'm around somebody that is exuding anger. Now I know, now I know immediately I'm feeling fear from that person. Uh, Before, when I would get that tummy ache, I was feeling fear from that person or anger, but my person needed the acceptance of other people so badly that if I felt like I was losing somebody, I would get that terrible stomach ache because I felt like I was losing my security, my, my security, love. But it wasn't real. It was all an illusion anyway. So I've been thinking about a friend of mine. We haven't spoke for since April 2015, but that's just how it's supposed to have been. It's okay. But when we were hanging out, when we were really close friends, and I was staying with her and her love, they took me in for 4 months. Bless you guys so much for that. Thank you so much. Uh, a poem came out when I was living with them, and I want to share it with you. It's about me, and she had actually gave me the nickname of Faith because of my faith in life, you know. my path. No matter how scared I get, it's like I will not, I will not. I will fight to I have fought through this shedding to stay true to myself, the true self, my true self, which is staying true to God. I don't use the word God very often because there's so much collective consciousness attached to it. And I usually just say universe or source or, the ancients, or it doesn't matter. They're all just words pointing to really the same thing. So, this poem. There once was a being that thought it was a girl. We'll call this being Faith, so this story may unfurl. Faith has a special purpose for coming to this earth, but due to the amnesia, she'd forgotten her own worth. Angels came from far within to wake her ever splendor, and every road she took to seek led back to sweet surrender. She remembered in the laughter of a soul just like her own, and lives right from the moment where she bees somewhere from home. She tells the truth and tells the truth and tells the truth some more. It's her path of least resistance, leading right up to her door. She saw the truth in all she lived and died before her death. Shh, listen, can you feel it? It's closer than your breath. It chokes me up every time because I didn't write that. I didn't think, oh, I'm going to write this poem. It just flows out. It just came to me, and oh, it's just so beautiful because it just describes all of it so well. And it just, anything from divine sources like that pours through just fills me with such an overwhelming sense of joy, pure undiluted joy. It's not marred at all by thoughts and even messing up on it, saying it to you just now. That's okay. That's exactly how it was supposed to come out, because even though I am seeing from my beingness, I'm having a human experience. I'm having a person experience. And that I don't have to look perfect. Nothing has to look perfect. The full moon, the blue blood full moon is today, and but it reached its full peak at like really really early this morning. And I just for me, I feel the moon just squishing out whatever useless stuff is still in there that is keeping me from being a clear open channel. And one of those things is that I would have to be a certain way to reach anybody. That's the conditioning. There's so many different subtle things that come out, and grace is clearing me out. It feels like we we are co-creators of that. Even though it is just happening, I do have a part in it. I do believe that we have a part in it, and I've been doing my damnedest to, you know, help it clear out as fast as possible. I know that sounds like self-will run riot, but that's okay. Well, since I'm doing poetry, I'm going to tell you my moon one too. I did get a Kleenex. Whoops. So I can stop using my blanket. So here's my moon poem. Moon Mother, I thank you for filling me up, for squishing the junk that is still piled up. Freedom is how I feel from your grace. Please empty me out for the whole human race. I've been writing poetry since I was young, really young. And I used to draw too when I was young. And it just flowed out. There was less conditioning. As time goes by, more and more conditioning piles on. That's just the way of the world. It's okay. And now that, I'm getting more and more cleared out, more and more poems are just coming through. I just love that. There's so many amazing things that come along with waking up. And I know a lot of people don't understand. Well, I'm already awake. We're talking right now. My eyes are open. The waking up is, sorry, I knocked this over a little bit. The waking up is yeah, I guess that's a really good example. Like, it's quiet. And before it wasn't, just chatter, 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 mental noise, trying to figure things out. Lately, it's been a little bit of, what should I do? I really need to do something to make some money so I can, you know, have my own place, buy a vehicle, get minutes on my phone, different stuff like that. And it's okay. I have noticed this. When things come around, it's like they come around and more comes up and sheds. And now I'm in the place where I can still feel the discomfort of it. Like, if I identify with it and I go with those thoughts and I'm like, yeah, I really do need to do something to make some money. But in my heart, and then now it's gone. I'm Now it's gone again. I see that was just a little bit more conditioning shedding off. It's not that I'm sitting back and letting others take care of me just because I don't want to work or any other reason. It's not that. It's that I absolutely know that the path that I'm on will lead to all of that. And that staying true to myself, my inner self, my soft guru, my own self, my highest self, is the path to that. I don't care about having a lot. What I care about is helping a lot from my own unique perspective, from how the universe wants me to help. And that has not looked like just about everybody else's life I see. But that's okay, because for some reason I was chosen. Mooji has this really beautiful analogy about this like net of Maya thrown over billions of people, and we're fish, and we're like cinched up in this net and wriggling and wriggling and wriggling, and one will pop out and go all the way, like all the way, like take it all, just take it all. I don't care if any of the person I thought I was is left. Just take it all. That's me. Like, take it all. I am this. I have to be this. I have to be this expression so I can help other beings to get out of the agony of forgetting. And it's okay if people don't understand what I'm saying. I believe that your being will hear this, because this is coming from my being. This is coming from the source of all that we are, because we all are one. We are. I don't know if I just said that right. I felt like my tongue got tangled up for a second, but I know you know what I'm saying. Even if you don't, it's not really the words that are important. It's the message that's coming through. And if you can feel that stirring inside of yourself, and I just want to say a little bit about, if you're trapped in your head and you're trying to figure everything out, like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And blah, just trying to figure things out. If you can just try to be quiet for a few minutes, remove this fear and direct my attention to what you'd have me be. I started out meditating 3 to 8 minutes a day. That's all I could take, because it really stirred things up even more. And which might not sound awesome, but it's just burning off. So I would get quiet, and when I woke up with Mooji, this is really where I felt it in my body, the silence that we are. And so just for a few minutes a day, you can go into here, it starts changing things. I started seeing like more and more miracles happen, and I just started feeling better and better. So, oh, my email address. My email address is songwithmamaG@gmail.com if you can't get a hold of me through YouTube. Love you.